We rarely see Central Asian countries in world news. What's going on there in general? From what I've heard from people who've live traveled there, whatever it is horse-related. That's a broad group of countries that essentially spans the ideological equivalent of the Korean Peninsula. Turkmenistan has had some fun news with its easily pronounced ex-president Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedow, who decided to step down to give his son power except he thought his son was angling him out and made a power play to become chairman and get his power back. Kazakhstan, meanwhile, has been experiencing an economic boom in the wake of the Western European scramble to secure non-Russian petroleum sources. Tajikistan is getting a lot of news lately as Russia believes Tajik ISIL members were part of the recent attack in Moscow. Tangentially related, the utterly stupid Tartaria HTTPS is getting a bit of a renewal lately. It's the tinfoil theory that there was a great empire in Central Asia that was wiped out by mudslides, but somehow the society exists just to build great buildings in the West only to take them down later. Russian propaganda is starting to look at Kazakhstan as the next country to invade, so they are trying to quickly be friendly with the US to try and not end up in the same situation Ukraine is in. I feel the same way about Indonesia, which I was shocked to find out is the fourth biggest country in the world by population, at around 280 million people. The impression I kind of get is that it's such a complicated nation to deal with internally, over 17,000 islands, 1,300 ethnic groups, and 700 languages that they just don't have the energy left over to get much involved in external world events. Uzbekistan is pretty awesome, from what little I know about it. All depends on your media default. Nothing. They are up to something. There is so much shit going on here in our little red, white, and blue shithole that even some of the more heinous occurrences in other countries don't make the cut for news outlets. The majority of population is dirty poor under dictatorships of various kinds. Many were feeding their families by working in big Russian cities, but since the war depreciated, Russian ruble went elsewhere. Russia is a pariah state and heavily sanctioned. China rules its media with an iron fist. What would landlocked countries that have to filter their media through Russia or China really do to stand out or be noticeable? A quiet land, a peaceful people. Or was it the other way around?